The world awoke to sorrowful news on April 21, 2025. Pope Francis, the spiritual leader of the Catholic Church, had passed away at the age of 88. A profound sense of loss resonated across the globe. Millions mourned the passing of a man who had touched countless lives with his humility, compassion, and unwavering commitment to social justice. From the hallowed halls of the Vatican to the bustling streets of his native Buenos Aires, tributes poured in for the beloved pontiff. World leaders, religious figures, and ordinary citizens united in grief, recognizing the profound impact of Pope Francis's life and legacy. His papacy, though relatively short, had been transformative. Pope Francis had ushered in an era of openness and dialogue, challenging traditional doctrines, and emphasizing the Church's role in serving the poor and marginalized. He had become a beacon of hope for people of all faiths and backgrounds, inspiring millions with his message of love, mercy, and forgiveness. His passing marked the end of an era, but his teachings and example continued to resonate, offering guidance and solace in a world grappling with uncertainty and division. Just a day before his passing, Pope Francis had made his final public appearance on Easter Sunday, April 20, 2025. Despite his frail health, he had summoned the strength to greet the faithful gathered in St. Peter's Square. It was a poignant moment as the frail pontiff, seated in a wheelchair, offered his blessings to the crowd of over 50,000. His voice, though weak, carried a message of hope and resilience. "Christ, my hope, has risen," he proclaimed, his words echoing through the square adorned with thousands of colorful flowers. It was a testament to his unwavering faith and his deep connection with the people he served. Even in his frailty, Pope Francis radiated warmth and humility. His eyes twinkled with kindness as he greeted the faithful, his smile a beacon of hope amidst the growing concern for his health. It was a farewell that would forever be etched in the hearts of those who witnessed it, a final act of love and devotion from a shepherd tending to his flock. Pope Francis's final months had been marked by declining health. He had been hospitalized several times, battling pneumonia and other ailments. His once vigorous presence had become increasingly frail, a testament to the relentless march of time and the fragility of the human body. Yet even in his weakened state, his spirit remained unbroken. He continued to fulfill his duties, albeit at a slower pace, his determination fueled by an unwavering commitment to his calling. His struggles served as a poignant reminder of our shared humanity, reminding us that even the most revered figures are not immune to the challenges of aging and illness. His willingness to appear in public, despite his frailty, spoke volumes about his character. He refused to hide his vulnerability, choosing instead to embrace it as an integral part of the human experience. In doing so, he offered a powerful lesson in humility and acceptance, teaching us to face our limitations with grace and dignity. Despite his frail health, Pope Francis continued to champion his message of peace, compassion, and interfaith dialogue. His Easter message, delivered by Archbishop Diego Ravelli, reflected his enduring commitment to these values. He called for peace and reconciliation in conflict zones around the world, urging people of all faiths to work together for a more just and compassionate world. He specifically addressed the rising tide of anti-Semitism, condemning it as a betrayal of the Christian faith's Jewish roots. His words carried a sense of urgency, a plea for understanding and tolerance in an increasingly polarized world. He reminded us that true faith transcends boundaries, and that our shared humanity should bind us together in a spirit of love and respect. His meeting with U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance on Easter Sunday further exemplified his commitment to dialogue and reconciliation. Despite past disagreements on immigration policies, Pope Francis welcomed Vance, a Catholic, with open arms. It was a powerful symbol of his belief in the power of forgiveness and his willingness to engage with those who held differing views. Section 5. A Legacy of Compassion, Embracing the Marginalized. Pope Francis's legacy will be forever intertwined with his unwavering commitment to the poor, the marginalized, and the forgotten. From the moment he assumed the papacy, he made it clear that his would be a church that prioritizes the needs of the most vulnerable. His actions spoke louder than words. He washed the feet of prisoners, embraced those with disabilities, and dined with the homeless. He challenged the church's hierarchy to shed its opulent trappings and embrace a life of simplicity and service. His example inspired countless individuals to act with greater compassion and generosity, reminding us that true faith is measured by our actions, not just our words. He spoke out against economic inequality, calling for a more just and equitable distribution of wealth. He challenged governments and institutions to prioritize the needs of the poor and marginalized, reminding them that true progress is measured not just by economic indicators, but by the well-being of all members of society. Section 6. Championing Social Justice, a Voice for the Voiceless. Pope Francis was a tireless advocate for social justice, tackling complex issues with courage and conviction. He condemned the exploitation of workers, calling for fair wages and humane working conditions. He spoke out against human trafficking, urging governments to do more to protect the vulnerable and bring perpetrators to justice. Environmental protection became a cornerstone of his papacy. He challenged the world to confront the urgent threat of climate change, calling for responsible stewardship of our planet. His encyclical, Laudato Si', became a rallying cry for environmental activists and people of faith worldwide, urging action to protect our common home for future generations. He recognized the plight of refugees and migrants, calling for compassion and understanding in a world often quick to demonize those fleeing violence and persecution. He reminded us that behind the statistics are real people with families, dreams, and aspirations, deserving of our empathy and support. Section 7. Building Bridges of Understanding, Interfaith Dialogue and Harmony. Pope Francis understood the importance of interfaith dialogue in fostering peace and understanding in an increasingly interconnected world. He reached out to leaders of other faiths, engaging in meaningful conversations about shared values and common goals. His efforts to strengthen ties with the Jewish community were particularly noteworthy. He condemned anti-Semitism in all its forms, recognizing the deep spiritual bond between Christianity and Judaism. He visited synagogues, met with Jewish leaders, and spoke out against attempts to deny or downplay the Holocaust. He also sought to build bridges with the Muslim world, engaging in dialogue with Islamic scholars and leaders. He visited mosques, condemned Islamophobia, and emphasized the common ground between Islam and Christianity, promoting a message of peace, tolerance, and mutual respect. Section 8. From Buenos Aires to the Vatican, the journey of Jorge Mario Bergoglio. Born Jorge Mario Bergoglio on December 17, 1936 in Buenos Aires, Argentina, Pope Francis's journey to the papacy was one of humility, service, and unwavering faith. He grew up in a working-class neighborhood, developing a deep connection with the poor and marginalized. He entered the priesthood in 1969, joining the Jesuit order known for its intellectual rigor and commitment to social justice. He rose through the ranks, serving as Archbishop of Buenos Aires before his election as the 266th Pope on March 13, 2013. His papacy was marked by a series of firsts. He was the first Jesuit Pope, the first from the Americas, and the first to choose the name Francis, in honor of Saint Francis of Assisi, the patron saint of the poor and animals. His choice of name reflected his commitment to humility, simplicity, and service to others. Section 9. A Timeless Legacy, Pope Francis's Enduring Impact on the World. Pope Francis's legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. He challenged us to live with greater compassion, to embrace those on the margins of society, and to work tirelessly for a more just and equitable world. He reminded us that true faith is not a passive pursuit, but an active commitment to making the world a better place. His impact extended far beyond the Catholic Church. He became a global moral authority, a voice of conscience for people of all faiths and backgrounds. His message of love, mercy, and forgiveness resonated with millions, offering hope and inspiration in a world often mired in conflict and division. As we mourn his passing, let us also celebrate his extraordinary life and legacy. Let us honor his memory by striving to live out his teachings, embracing compassion, championing social justice, and building bridges of understanding across divides. In doing so, we keep his spirit alive, ensuring that his message of hope and love continues to illuminate the world for generations to come.